Hey everyone, how are you guys doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing all right. I know I've been saying this in my past several videos, but I am keeping my voice relatively quiet in these videos in some of these videos, because it is late at night. Um, I'm not trying to be ASMR. I used to do ASMR like way back when. But anyway, it's late at night and I live in an apartment complex, and I feel like my neighbors can hear a lot of what I can say because I can hear a lot of what they can say. But anyway, so that is why I'm talking a little bit more quieter than usual. Usually, as the video goes on, I forget and I start speaking up in my normal tone. But anyway, so I am. Okay, I shouldn't talk about that, so I'm not going to mention anything. I don't want to. I will. I'm not talking about something. I will eventually talk about something, but I'm not going to talk about it now because I don't want to jinx it. But anyway, I want to show you guys. Purpose of this is I wanted to show you guys a little bit of a haul. Today's Black Friday. Technically, it is 2 going on 3 in the morning of Saturday morning. So Black Friday is over, but it's, anyway. We went out a little bit today for some Black Friday stuff. And I just want to show you guys what I got. I have been really, I've not been spending as much lately. I have kind of reeled that in a little bit on purpose. I kept saying that I needed to, and then I didn't, and then, you kind of finally do, but I still am shopping. I think I am someone who always will. I enjoy it, and I do, but I have been ruling back my spending. I do have 2 things on the way though. I do have like 2 like bigger, like they're both Coach, which I won't show you these in this video just because I don't have them, but I will soon have them. They've been ordered. But anyway, I do have 2 things from Coach coming in without giving them away. One thing is recent that I just purchased from the Coach outlet online. One thing I just purchased from the Coach outlet, which I'm excited about. I'm kind of excited this item came up. It's an outlet item. It's not a reserve or retail last chance. It's made, but anyway, I'm really looking forward to getting this item. So I'll show you guys that more once it arrives. And then the other Coach item is something from eBay, and this is something I'm like really amping up my next video, I guess. But the Coach item that I bought from eBay, it's new with tags. The tags were taken off, but the person said, that it was never worn or whatnot, and it looks in good condition. So I think it will be good. I do have a good feeling about the seller, actually. I think it will be good. But anyway, this item that I have from eBay, it's something that is Coach. I believe it is Coach retail, but it's from years ago, like 5 years ago, and it's one of those things that I actually had tried to get this on Poshmark, and I wasn't able to get it. There's a little bit of a story behind that. It's kind of interesting. It kind of makes you like, oh, I didn't even think to. Anyway, I'll talk about that more when it comes in. But the last thing I'll say about this item from eBay is that this was one of those items that I told myself, I said, okay, Sam, if you ever see this item come up, just go for it. Just get it, because it's something that, although I had seen it and wasn't really able, it didn't work out for me to get it on Poshmark, which I'll get more into why. I thought if you see this and you can get it, just get it. Even if you are, really just on I never really am on a no spend situation. Like if there's something that I really want, I will get it, I guess. But there are times where I'm like, okay, let me like pace my anyway. Okay, let me show you guys what I got today. This is just a few minor things. These are just kind of smaller things. I got a few things from the thrift store, and I did get something from Urban Outfitters that I am I was gonna show you. Let me give me 1 second, because I want to show you one thing that I wore today. So hang on, like, you might see my background might be a mess, but that's all right. Give me like 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, try not to show it. So I had it like sitting like pretty close, but this, I've actually shown this before briefly in a video a while ago over the summer. And this is what I wore today. You'll kind of see, because this kind of goes with something that I'm going to show you now that I got new, but this sweater right here, sweatshirt, right here. This is Abercrombie and Fitch, and I got this from Marshall's for $20. It's in a size small. I just really liked it. I like the horses on it. I like the horse details. Anyway, I've shown this before and I wore it today. It says Budweiser on it, and I didn't get it because it has like a beer on it or anything like that. Like I do enjoy a drink. I do enjoy a drink every now. I never used to drink, but then later in life I started to. But anyway, but I didn't like get it for that. But I was wearing that, and then I was at Urban, and Urban actually, which I didn't get it for this reason, but this item, well, to start off, it was on clearance, and then they had 40% off of I think it was of everything. So I didn't realize that this clearance item would also have 40% off. I thought it was just going to be the clearance price, but so I got this for less than I even expected. But this sweatshirt right here also has beer on the title. I liked this. It's kind of giving the same vibe. I just folded this, but it's kind of giving the same vibe as this shirt. I feel like this blue color is a little bit better for me, for my skin tone, because I kind of feel like I always talk about colors and stuff in my videos, but I like this. I like this color. Like, I like the color, but I feel like on me, I will wear it and I'll feel okay in it, but I feel like there's not that much contrast with my skin tone. It's kind of like this has a little bit more contrast to it, a little, but a lot. Like, I just kind of feel like that just kind of makes my skin tone kind of look a little bit, just kind of brings out my skin tone. Whereas this, I feel like drowns me out a little bit, but I still felt cute wearing it. So I'm like, okay, I'm still gonna wear it. So I wore that. Yeah, I've been getting my shirts in size small lately, which I really like doing that. I just feel like they fit a little bit better, and I kind of like it when guys, now that it's trendy for guys to kind of wear more cropped shirts. I really like that. And really back in the 50s or whatnot, men's shirts, Tiger, the cats are like running around. Like, okay, is everyone all right? What was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Back in the 50s, men's shirts were shorter. They were shorter. I don't think they would be considered cropped then. That was just the standard men's shirt. But anyway, I still like regular t-shirts sizes or lengths, but this is not cropped, but this is in a size medium. I tried on the small. It was like hard to like get on with my arms. I could do it, but anyway, it was a medium, but it wasn't oversized. It wasn't like too oversized. So this was, I don't know if I said it, this was $20. So this was a really good price. So I'm like, okay, if I am rolling back my spending, I feel like I kind of scored on that. And then, also, I'm going to show you a few things that I got from the thrift store, and then I want to show you something I got from Amazon. So this bag is not from Amazon. This is from Coach. This bag, I carry it with it does have the handles where you can grab it, but I carry it with the shoulder, or the crossbody strap. This crossbody strap did not come with the bag. It's from another Coach bag, but it goes really well with it. The hardware matches. The stitching is a different color. This is kind of like more of an orange or like goldenrod, whereas this stitching is more of like a blue, like an icy gray, but that's fine. Even if it was different hardware, I think it would still work. But this has been one of my favorite bags. But the new thing that I got is this little guy right here. This charm. This is from Amazon, and it's a knot. It's like a metal knot, which I don't know, I just kind of, something came over me. I'm like, I think I would like a metal knot keychain for this bag. I'm like, I hope it doesn't look like a bow. I didn't think of that, but then I got it. I'm like, okay, I hope that doesn't look like I put a bow on it, like if it's sideways, but I don't think it does. I think it looks fine. Want to say one use of this is, well, I'll say this first. This is from Amazon. It was about $10, and I don't want to lose it, but it kind of, because it was an Amazon item that I can get again, I'm not as nervous about hanging it on the outside of my bag, because I do like keychains. I really do. I've liked keychains ever since I've been a kid. I have my golden horse Chloe keychain that I love. I have my mulberry keychain, which I use on my keys. I don't know if I've shown you this before, but I don't know if this keychain broke, and the horse is hanging upside down, but he was not meant to hang upside down. I feel like I've talked about this in a video, but it broke. The metal separated, and the way I'm fixing it, because this is something, Mulberry, this is from Poshmark. Mulberry doesn't make this anymore. You guys know I don't like returning things anyway. I just don't like dealing with that. Like my diesel bag with the thing that kind of came off, I'm dealing, just dealing with it. I do not like a headache. I do not like hassle, and I do not like a headache. That is one, if there's like anything about me, is I do not like a homework assignment. I feel like I have enough of that as it is, and okay, Leo's like scratching. I'm like, what's going on? But anyway, my cat's scratching himself. But anyway, but this is from Mulberry, but it's from Poshmark. I don't think Mulberry makes this anymore. But anyway, I'm going on more than I meant to about this, but I like keychains, right? But this one I probably could hang and not be afraid of it falling off. But some keychains, especially my Chloe one, if I do wear it on a backpack or a bag, or I do have it on the outside of something, I am like, it's constantly like a small bother. Sometimes not as so small, but it's constantly a worry that it's going to fall off, or that the little clasp on it is going to come undone and one of the charms on it is going to come off, because that has happened before. Fortunately, I was able to find the thing that fell off because I caught it right away. But one of the reasons why I like this one from Amazon is because it's not my like $300 one from Chloe. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's pretty sturdy though too, so I thought I would show that. I probably would have gotten it in black, like a black metal hardware, and they do have it in black, but I wanted to use it this weekend, and it was going to take longer for the black one to ship, so I went ahead and got the silver. But I like it, and it's like low pressure. I don't want to lose it. I don't want it to fall off, but it was $10 from Amazon, so that it's a lot less anxiety than, like my Chloe. Well, I guess I could replace my Chloe one. My Mulberry one, I don't even think I could replace this because I think it's discontinued. I wonder if I could find this on here though. All right, I'm gonna get on and show you what I got from the thrift store, but I guess I could do that. That actually does feel pretty secure though. Like this does feel pretty secure on there, but anyway, I just wore it plain as it was, just for something kind of fun. But one use of this, which I did not realize, is, okay, so my sunglasses, I always like to have sunglasses with me. I hung them from the outside of that, and that is like kind of cool. That is kind of cool. These sunglasses are they're from Marshall's. If it was, I'm like trying to think, like if I sound like I'm trying to remember something the way that I said that, but I feel like if I did have a more expensive pair of sunglasses, would I probably would. I probably would still do that. Yeah, I mean, it's not, like, I don't feel like they're gonna get scratched. These already are kind of scratched and smudged as it is, as a lot of my sunglasses just are. I mean, you buy them to use them, so I'm not like too bummed about that. But anyway, I feel like I would do that actually, because I do kind of like the way that looks. Anyway, so usually the way I usually have these down, and then it's just I wear it like across my body, like crossbody, sometimes over my shoulder. But anyway, so that kind of came into use, you know. So I really like this bag though. This bag is just this. I've done videos on this and where I've shown you guys, but this is the Metropolitan Tote 22. They have this in a bigger version. I actually have this in a bigger version, but the version of it from like 4 years ago. They have a bigger version now that's a little bit different, but very similar to the one that I have. Another cool thing about this pocket is like the perfect size for a credit card, and it's just really super convenient. You know, if you want to put like your most used credit card in there, just super easy. Anyway, I genuinely just love this bag. I knew I liked it when I bought it, you know, which is why I bought it, but this has genuinely become one of my favorite go-to bags. I just really enjoy it a lot. All right, so let me show you some things that I got from the thrift store. So I do like statues. Thrift store had some good stuff. I like statues, and I have a friend who likes statues, and it makes it sound like I'm getting it for someone else, which I got it to put in my house, but there was another statue at an antique store that I am thinking about going back and getting, but I haven't gotten it yet, at least. So anyway, this is from the thrift store, not an antique store, the thrift store. But I really like this. I just like this a lot. Show you. So as you can see, it's looks like he's a monk, I want to say. Looks like he is a monk, and I really just like this a lot. I like the animals. I was gonna say wolf, but that looks more like a dog than a wolf. Maybe it's like a shepherd dog. I don't know. Someone who knows a lot about dog breeds probably recognizes it right off the bat, but I like the dog and the lamb, like kind of like the fierce and then the gentle, and then he's holding, I liked it. He's holding a little bird. I just thought that was like, I don't know. He just has a nice, he's like in control. Like he looks very, like in control. You know what I mean? Like he looks very like peaceful, but he's in control. You know, he has like the dog, like the attack, not that dog's attack, but anyway, like kind of that energy, more potentially aggressive energy, and then the gentle energy, and everything is just controlled. And I just liked that. I just liked him and the animals, and yeah, so he's standing on grass. I just like that a lot. I saw it on the shelf, and I've gotten pretty good about like seeing something and then, okay, let me not be so jumping to get it, but some things I'm like, actually no, I want to go back and I want that. And anyway, I'm glad that I got this guy. So that, and then I got some books from the thrift store. I do want to start reading more. I really do. I have been trying to listen to audiobooks. I have an Audible subscription, but I have so many points. Like I pay for it each month, and you get a credit each month, and I have like, I think I have like 5 credits now. I think I just used a couple of them. But sometimes it is hard for me to get into a book, whether it be a book or an audiobook. A lot of times a lot of the books that I read or that I listen to, I'll show you the physical books, but I'll finish telling you about this. A lot of the books that I listen to are ones that I have seen the movie of, like, okay, Memoirs of a Geisha, like geisha, you know, that I saw that movie. That movie is beautiful. That movie is actually like, it's truly beautiful. That came out when I was in high school. I graduated in 06, and then I remember watching it like either in high school or shortly after high school, and I have not seen a whole lot of movies, not because I don't want to. I do want to. I just haven't. But that's one that I had seen, and so I listened to the audiobook, there were similarities, but there were differences, and I really enjoyed it a lot. And I don't know, I think sometimes like if you're not someone who, I feel like everyone has it in them to read, or read or like be engaged in an audiobook, but if you're someone like me who just has trouble, I feel like we live in such a like TikTok microwave. It sounds okay, I don't want to go into like the big life lesson, but I feel like we do live in such a like quick moving, like everything's like this, that I think sometimes to get into something you have to just stick with it for a little bit, which I know that, and I feel like I've done that, and I've been glad that I've done that, but that I had done that, but I still struggle to always do that. Like I'm not one, and I like slow. This is the thing. I don't like everything like fast, fast, fast. I mean, if you order something online, you want it as soon as possible. But I am patient. Like I get it. It takes a minute to get it. Like give the people a minute. You know what I mean? Like because I know how that is. Like if someone needs something from me and it's going to take me time, I'm very patient with other people, because I'm like, okay, I'm only one person. If I'm doing something that someone needs and you have a laundry list, like it's going to take some time. So I set that expectation with other people. Like I'm not going to just, things take time. I set that expectation. I'm not at everyone's like beck and call. So if I need something from someone else, I'm not one of these people who is like, oh, I didn't hear back in an hour. I'm like, who cares? Like, give people a minute. Like it's fine. Like anyway, I'm getting into another rabbit trail. Why did I say all that? Yeah, because I want to get into reading, listening, but also like physically reading. It changes my brain for the better. I like the way that I think after I read. I just think it's healthy. And so anyway, I want to get into it. So I got a few books. I actually got it. Well, I guess you almost could say two. I'll show you. This is a kid's book. It's not like a little kid's book, like pictures or whatever. It probably does have some pictures, but I had times when I was younger where I struggled with reading, and then in school they want you, like I knew how to read. Like if you said, okay, what does this sentence say? I knew how to read, but I struggled with reading and retaining what I read. I would read it, I would look at the pages, I could read the words, but my mind was somewhere else. I wasn't taking it in, so I would go through an entire book and I couldn't tell you what it was about. And I've had times, we used to take tests on books that we read. I forgot what it was called, but we had like a whole system, and we would read a book and then we would take a quiz. The quiz would, to prove we read the book, it'd be like 20 questions or however many questions. And if we got all the points, we scored more. And I would often score low on those tests as a kid, because I never read the book. I read it, like I went through the motion of reading it. It's not like I just had it on the shelf and was like, I read it. No, I opened it, I looked at all the pages. I just mentally, I wasn't, and it wasn't that I was forgetting, it was that I just didn't, I was thinking about something else, which even as an adult, maybe I still do that. But I remember I had got to a point where I don't know what engaged me to start to do this, but I really started to like get into books. And I remember my teacher like pulling me aside, because I was like in trouble for like not being good enough reading. I was like kind of getting like a child of concern, like, oh, he's slacking. Like they had everyone's progress hung up and mine was like the back of the bus, you know what I mean? I'm like always like, okay, I'm like in the back pile. But then I started to really get into it, and mine was like, I was like at the top of the class. I don't know if I was number one, but I was like among the top few of my classmates, and my teacher was like, okay, you really made some progress. And anyway, but this was one author when I was a kid. I always liked his books. And it's a kid's book, but I feel like it's not like little kiddish. Like it has, anyway, Ronald Dahl, he wrote Matilda. I think that was like maybe the gateway book for me to get into his other books, and if I may order Matilda online, that was like my favorite, or one of my favorite books as a child, because I also had saw the movie. I saw the movie Matilda, and I loved it so much. I loved it. And anyway, but they had this at the store. They had a few other things from him, but I went ahead and paced myself and got this one, The Wonderful Story of Henry Sugar and Six More. So I think it's like short stories, so I got that. Also, I've never read Harry Potter. I've never read Harry Potter, but I'm like, you know what? I remember when it first came out, everyone was so into it, so into it, so into it. I never read it. I never read it. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe this would be a good one for me to read. So this is the first one, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So if I do read this one, then, you know, maybe I'll get the other ones. So there's that. And then last but not least, this one I don't know anything about other than I just saw it and I was kind of drawn to it. You know, it's like they say don't judge a book by its cover, which I get, but then it's like, how else are you supposed to know? You know, you just have to go off recommendation or gut feeling. So anyway, this looked like it could be kind of interesting. I do like kind of scary thriller and mystery. I like that kind of stuff, you know. This one, oh, I just like blinked in my eye. My eyes are watering. My like skincare, sometimes my skincare goes into my eyes a little bit. Not often, not a lot. I don't want to make it sound like concern, like, oh, his skincare is going into his eyes, but sometimes it does. So sometimes I'm like, if I ever am like blinking or tearing up, that could be why. But anyway, so this just looked kind of interesting. I don't know a lot about it. I don't know anything about this author or anything. I just saw it and I read a little bit of the description and I thought it looked good, and I thought, you know what, let's give it a shot. So anyway, The Woman in the Window by AJ Finn, $6.99, so $7. I thought, okay, I'll try it. So that is everything that I have to show you guys today. Like I said, I do have some things that are on the way, and I'm looking forward to showing you guys both of those things. I may do a video. I may separate the videos because I didn't order them at the same time or from the same place. So if they come on the same day, maybe I could show them both, or anyway, but wanted to show you guys what I got today. I'm excited to show you guys the things that I have on their way in. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Adios.